Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome to our continued campaign with Raiders of the Deep from Compass Games. When we last left off, it was November 1914 and we had completed our successful second patrol. It's now January 1915, we've turned the calendar and we're heading out to sea. But we have one quick news item before we do. We have a name for our U-boat. Teufelfish defeated the other 4 candidates in the community poll. That is the name of our U-boat. Thank you everybody for voting. I'm excited we have a name for our U-boat, and actually that was the one that I was hoping was going to win. That was my favorite as well. So excellent work everybody. Let's get back out to sea. Let's do a quick overview before we start out. This January 1915 patrol is our 3rd patrol. We've had 2 patrols so far, both of them successful because we were able to successfully sink ships. We've got 3,600 tons of total sunk enemy shipping, and we have earned an Iron Cross First Class and an Iron Cross Second Class. As a special side note, if this 3rd mission is successful, we will have an upgrade to our crew or one of our crew members. So we'll roll for that at the end of this mission, should this mission be successful. Cruiser rules are still in effect, so we must attack merchant ships on the surface only, and there are no Q ships, so we don't have to worry about British warships disguised as merchant ships. With all that being said, let's take a look at our sub. Here's our U5, Teufelsfish, armed exactly the way we did last time, G5s in the forward tubes, our C6s in the back, and then our weaker C3591s to be available for reloads. And our chart is our standard and steady fare. We'll be going transit zones and then 3 of the 4 British Isle zones before returning back to port if all goes well. Let's get our patrol assignment underway. On a 2 to 11, it's a regular patrol. On boxcars, it is a special assignment. We get a 6, so it's just a regular patrol. We will now slide out of our harbor here, out of our U-boat pen, and into the cold Atlantic. We're going through our first transit zone. We need anything in the middle, basically, here. 7. Perfectly through our first transit zone with no mishaps or opportunities. We head into the 2nd transit area on our way to the North Sea, hoping for the same sort of result. Oh, get this exact same sort of result. We are into the 1st British Isles zone on our 3rd mission. We had good luck here on the last one. We need a 9, 10, or 11 to find something. A 4. Nothing in our 1st zone. Now, we've, just as an aside here, we've been quite lucky here because odds are we should have a patrol where you don't find anything. The hunting is rather sparse in these first few months of World War I. We go into our 2nd zone, hoping for something here. Oh, 7. I thought we had it with the 5 down first. And once again, we fail. I thought we'd actually be getting a number of missions like this. Now, on our 1st mission, we did find something in this 3rd zone. That's where we got lucky. Let's be hopeful we can get something here. Otherwise, we're going home almost certainly empty-handed. Our last chance. This could be a very short patrol here in January of 1915. The fates finally catch up to us. I kind of thought at some point we would have one of these. We have no successful hunting. We come back into our transit zone. It's not over yet, however. If we get a 12, we locate a ship in the transit zone here. That would be a rather lucky result. That's our 3rd 7 in the 3rd transit zone. This is it. This could be the shortest patrol ever. So we're heading back on our last chance for something dramatic to happen. Not that I want a 2. I don't want that kind of drama. I saw that 1 and then I thought, oh, we're going to get a 1. I spoke too soon. We are back in port. That's it. And that was a rather uneventful patrol. We come back with our first failure. I was tempted to go out again right away, but looking at the encounter chart for March of 1915, it's very likely that it's going to be a very busy and long patrol. So I don't want to combine the two when the likelihood of the next patrol is going to be a full patrol. There's so much. It's a target-rich opportunity in the British Isles in the next segment of the war here. So chances are the next patrol, even though this was very anticlimactic, I was so looking forward to getting back out to sea. We waited a while for this and nothing happened, but those are the vagaries of war for sure. And so the Teufelsfish comes back from its first mission with its first failure. We've now had 3 patrols, 2 successes and 1 failure. We've got still 3,600 tons sunk. We successfully come back from our January 1915 patrol. We'll only take 1 month to refit. We've got no damage, of course, and nothing went wrong, so we'll just be refitting in February 1915. And then in our next mission, which should come soon, we'll be back out in March of 1915. And this time, the target opportunities change, and there is unrestricted submarine warfare to look forward to, so we are no longer under cruiser rules, and Q ships can appear. So we could run into British warships disguised as merchant ships. So lots to look forward to in the next patrol. Sorry this one was so anticlimactic, but I guess that's sometimes how war turns out. You've got tense drama and then months of tedium. That was just an empty ocean for us on this January 1915 patrol. We'll be back shortly. I'll put a link to the next episode in March of 1915. As soon as it's ready, the Teufelsfish shall return.